Hi, Dr. Nee. I just wanted to update you on my language learning process and progress for week 4. I was really receptive to the feedback that you had about having everything written out when I'm saying it. So I wanted to honor that, and I really like that idea. So I've been trying to take my notes on the computer instead of in my notebook so I can use it with the Screencastify program. So this is the progress of my learning, and that's really just 2 pages. I think it ended up being like 25 phrases. I think that's reasonable of trying to learn 25 phrases in French, Dutch, German, and Spanish. I'm just going to put this out there. I'm still really embarrassed to be saying anything in definitely Dutch and German and some of the French phrases. Spanish, I definitely feel the most comfortable. So that's good, I guess. But I, please bear with me with the mispronunciation. I'm using podcasts to help, and I'm noticing that I'm fairly receptive to French. Definitely with Spanish, having studied it for so long when I was younger. But with Dutch and German, it's just very unlike English in many regards, and I can definitely tell. So between listening to podcasts and when my friend Hendrik makes me talk to him, it helps. But I'm still fairly shy about that. So please be understanding. So what I've done is I've bolded the phrases that I'll say. I just didn't want to go through all of them. I thought that would take a lot of time for both of us. So kind of just going through some of those phrases. In English, my name is Shelby. So then in French, je m'appelle Shelby. Dutch, ich bin Shelby. German, ich heibe Shelby. And in Spanish, mi nombre es Shelby. What is your name? Comment vous appelez-vous? And that's the formal version in French. And I wanted to learn the formal version because if I'm asking a stranger that, I want to be polite. In Dutch, hoe heet hij? In German, wie haben Sie? And como se llama in Spanish. How are you? Como se va? In Dutch, hoe gaat het? German, wie geht's? And Spanish, como está? I am from America. Je suis d'Amérique is French. Ik kom uit Amerika is Dutch. Ik come au America is German. And then Spanish, soy de America. Going down to see you later. In French, see you later is à plus tard. Dutch, tot ziens. German, bis später. And Spanish, hasta luego. How much is that? In French, c'est combien? Dutch, hoeveel kost dit? German, wie kostet das? And in Spanish, cuánto cuesta? Can I see the menu, please? In French, puis voir le menu that was awful. Puis voir le menu, s'il vous plaît? That was really bad, sorry. In Dutch, kan ik de menu? And then I truly struggle with how to say please. Alsjeblieft. German, kan ik bitte die Speisekarte sehen? I promise you I've been practicing these. And then in Spanish, puedo ver a menu, por favor? I would like is j'aimerais in French. In Dutch, ik zou graag willen. In German, ich hätte gern. And in Spanish, me gustaría. Do you have vegetarian food? As a vegetarian, I thought that would be an important phrase to learn. Avez-vous de la nourriture végétarienne? Would be French. Dutch, heeft u vegetarisch voedsel? German, haben Sie vegetarisch essen? And then in Spanish, tiene comida vegetariana? The check, please. L'addition, s'il vous plaît. L'addition, s'il vous plaît, would be French. De rekening graag is Dutch. Direct no bite is German, and la cuenta, por favor. And where is the bathroom? Où sont les toilettes? French. Waar is het toilet? Is Dutch. Wo ist die toilet? Is German. That sounded kind of French. And then ¿Dónde está el baño? Is where's the bathroom in Spanish. Excuse me, where is blank? Excusez-moi, où est blank? It's French. Neem me niet kwalijk. This is ridiculous. Let me try that again. In Dutch, excuse me, where is blank? Neem me niet kwalijk, waar is blank. In German, Entschuldigung, wo ist is excuse me, where is. And then in Spanish, disculpe, which is excuse me, ¿dónde está blank? Yeah, so as you can tell, I really don't have much trouble reading the languages. And I think that's pretty common with learning a foreign language, but I am definitely struggling with pronunciation. And even with listening to podcasts and talking with Hendrik, I'm still struggling. I don't know if it's because it's been like 3 weeks of learning a language and I'm obviously not able to be immersed in it by any means. But if you have any suggestions for how I can continue to improve my accent, I would really appreciate it. I think ultimately it just comes with time, but and just putting myself out there because I don't really want to practice because it's embarrassing. So I have no qualms about reading the languages, but in terms of speaking, I'm still struggling. So if you have any suggestions of like safe forums to talk to people on using your native language. And I've been spending quite a bit of time practicing my Spanish with the Spanish teacher and a little bit with the French teacher, but I don't know her as well at the school that I work at. But we don't have a German teacher or a Dutch teacher. So I don't know if you have any suggestions of how I can be working on my accent, I really appreciate it. And I'm very sorry about not getting this done on time. So I really appreciate your flexibility and I will be certain to have this completed next week on time. And if you have any suggestions for what I can be doing more effectively, please let me know. All right. Thank you for listening. I really appreciate your time. Have a good night, Dr. Nee.